Welcome, everyone, to the Bucks County Living Podcast. I'm your host, Alex Neff, your real estate resource. Today, I am joined by my good friend, Eric Quidort, the president of Red Door Marketing Co. How's it going, Eric?
It's going well, Alex. How are you?
I'm doing great, man. It's so good to see you. I'm so glad that we've connected and we're able to talk about your company, Red Door Marketing Co. I love the story about how you got the name. Can you tell me what is Red Door Marketing Co.? What do you guys do?
Yeah, thank you. So, Red Door Marketing Co. And hi, everybody. My name is Eric Quidort, the president of Red Door Marketing Co. Red Door Marketing Co. is a unique marketing agency, web design agency, and SEO agency that ultimately is unique because we leverage government data, public records, and top-performing industry trends. We don't do any guesswork. And by doing that, we get companies ahead of their competition and get them more deals, jobs, appointments, sales, and donations. So how did we come up with the name? Initially, it was going to be Buy Local Bucks, which is not the prettiest name. Buy Local Bucks, whatever. Because I'm from Bucks County. It's just going to be a marketing company, helping companies in Bucks County. And then Christmas last year, my mother-in-law sent me and my wife an ornament that was a red door that said "Welcome to 2023," and I thought to myself, well, how about Red Door Marketing? Turns out there's other red door type companies out there, so I had to make it Red Door Marketing Co. But like the name Red Door, at the end of the day, just throughout history, always meant there's friends in there. You're going to see a lot of red doors on churches. It's just there's a spiritual connection to red doors, and it's all about friends and connections.
Interesting. I never knew that there was something spiritual about red doors, and it makes sense because you drive past any places of worship. A lot of times they have red doors.
Yeah.
It's interesting. I never knew that.
I didn't know it either until I looked into it further, and it just felt like the right fit.
Wow. So what kind of businesses do you work with, and what kind of impact have you had on some of these businesses?
Yeah, definitely. So started out with just contractors, so like tradesmen. Specifically, my first job was with a mason, Chris Natalini, Masonry Inc., great company. And then it led to other type of businesses like e-commerce, healthcare. Got into working with one local politician. Can get into that later. But impact. So one company called StableWorks, they're a general contractor out of Gloucester, StableWorks.com, had zero traffic to their website. They did it themselves. A lot of people do, and a lot of people can do it themselves if they do it right. They brought me on. And within the first 3 weeks, after redesigning the website so that it was easy to get people to click, book your free estimate, easy for them to get found, easy to show their authority by, hey, here's our gallery, here's what we've done. They got 3 leads that first month, and now I've stayed on with them, do brand management with them, which is just constant website updates, SEO updates, and marketing. They've got 7 leads this week. So for August, their jobs are $10,000 to $50,000 a job. They have a huge return on investment, and I'm very excited for them.
Wow.
Yeah.
So 7 leads just this week alone.
Yeah.
And when did they bring you on to be brand manager or start working with them for marketing?
Yeah. So after doing the web design and the SEO in June, they decided, well, can you do brand management for me? Which, in the spirit of things, that was not a core service of Red Door Marketing Co. in the beginning. They told me to go learn about it. So I got paid to learn. So I decided, yes, I'll do it. He was like, can you give me a quote for brand management? Said, okay. And just found out exactly what that entails. Looked at top performing industry trends of what other companies do for brand management, and officially got hired to do brand management in July, got renewed in August, and things are going very well.
Wow. So you're telling me that you were brought on in June. By the time this episode airs, it's going to be like September, October or something.
Yeah.
So within just a short couple months, you were able to turn it from 0 leads online to 7 leads a week.
Yeah.
Wow, that's incredible, because I think it just goes to show that, like, if you're truly passionate and you truly care about the education first, how do I learn as much as I can about a subject to be able to carry that on to other people and provide the value that they need to be able to be successful. And I think it speaks leaps and bounds about what you do as a person, because it shows that you truly care. Is that you truly care about the business being successful, because their success trickles into your success.
Oh, without a doubt. It's everyone. It's a family that you're helping, and my mission here is to help other families provide for themselves and their family. In return, it allows me to provide for myself and my family. So you can't get something for nothing. And at the end of the day, it's such a awesome feeling just seeing people being able to provide more. And that's the ultimate goal. None of it is about prestige. I don't care what it looks like. It's not a dirty job, Red Door Marketing Co. I'm not, in the mud. I do get to work on a computer, and some people will call that like a fancy kind of role. I don't care. I have no prestige motivations here. It's just to be able to provide for myself and other families.
It's funny you mentioned that, because there have been times where it's like people come up to me, Alex, you're doing so good. You're wearing these suits. You look so successful. I'm like, yeah, but you also don't see that, like, I'm picking up cat turds at a listing on a Tuesday morning because I'm getting it ready for a showing, right? Because it's what lengths am I willing to go to be able to help people manifest their goals?
Exactly. And you gotta do whatever it takes.
Exactly.
And so that, and at the end of the day, it's whenever someone gets what they wanted, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm. And for the record, I have picked up cat turds at a listing. It's not my favorite thing to do. I really prefer not to do that. But
yeah,
if that's what the job requires, then that's what the job requires.
Yeah.
So how did you even get into this? Because, like, what got you into SEO and marketing? Have you always been into this, or what happened?
SEO is definitely new to me. Marketing, I was in kind of that world with State Farm. I was with State Farm for many years. Did well, understood that at the end of the day, you have to deliver on what the customer wants. And I did a lot of networking with State Farm, and when Buy Local Bucks became an idea, I knew that I was going to need a website. So I learned, how to build websites, learned what SEO is all about. I learned on the street. I didn't go to college for it. I just learned the right things from the right people, how to get the right results. YouTube is awesome. If anybody is looking to learn how to do what I did, you can. It's all on YouTube. It's a search away.
Yeah, it's the second largest search engine in the world.
Yeah, so it's not something that I didn't go to school for it, but I did spend an immense amount of time learning what works, the right way to do it, and just self-learning.
That's awesome, because I think that, especially as the technology continues to advance and the algorithms are always changing, it is a lifelong learning process to be able to still optimize that search, which is SEO, search engine optimization.
Absolutely.
Could you tell me about SEO and its relationship with social media?
Yeah. So Google has yet to actually say whether or not a Facebook page that has a couple hundred likes helps bring up the ranking of a website. Bing, on the other hand, Bing's a very solid search engine. A lot of us have Microsoft Edge that uses Bing. Bing did publicly say if you have a solid Facebook page, if you have a solid Twitter, solid LinkedIn for your business, it does have a big role in SEO. Google hasn't publicly said it, but it seems to be that, if you're getting a lot of likes, comments, and shares on your social media, it helps.
If it looks like a duck, it smells like a duck, it quacks like a duck, it might be a duck.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So you gotta. It is important to do social media. It's definitely important.
How do you stay on top of the latest trends?
I'm on the internet all the time. I follow a lot of incredible creators on Twitter. Twitter is my main social networking, and when I see them getting results for their clients, I see what works. So my network on Twitter is just incredible people that deliver. And again, my company follows what makes us unique is we follow the top performing industry trends. And by seeing what's working on Twitter, we're able, and so their websites, their social media, we're able to bring that to our clients as well.
Wow. That's interesting because it requires a lot of, like I said, constant learning, just constantly. How can we continue to improve and tweak? And as the industry, I feel like the digital real estate is always changing, right? Me being in the actual like physical real estate business and seeing how quickly the market is changing for digital real estate. I mean, we were talking about the metaverse a few years ago, and now it's like nobody even really talks about it anymore.
Yeah. Where did that go?
Yeah, it's strange. It's really strange. So, I mean, I'm really excited to see how you and Red Door Marketing Co. continue to grow with the latest trends, and I mean, maybe even grow the company that you're doing brand management for. What's it called again?
Stable Works LLC. They're a general contractor in South Jersey.
So Stable Works LLC in Gloucester, getting 7 leads a week might turn into 70 leads a week, and next thing you know, they're hiring a bunch of foot soldiers and sales reps and more contractors and changing people's lives.
Absolutely. It could go from 2 crews to 5 crews or more. And and I asked the owner, what is your vision? And it's that he wants to grow. And I'm here for that.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What's something that you think makes Red Door Marketing Co. stand out from other digital marketing companies?
So this is it's because I have the good fortune of owning the company. I work on spiritual principles, and it turns out that every single one of my clients, doesn't matter what they believe in, in terms of like politics or other opinions, but everybody has a belief in a higher power, and it's awesome that every one of us, when we get together, we always at the end of it say, this is gonna work, God willing, and that's been my experience. So as part of what makes us unique, yes, we follow the top performing industry trends, but we're a spiritual company. And it's my decision to voice that publicly. And that's the kind of client that we work with.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. It sounds like it's embedded in the bedrock of your business.
Yeah.
And just genuinely growing as a person, and how can we help the people around us? Because that's what it sounds like to me, right? Is just how do we be a good person, and how do we continue to be better?
Yep. And one of the ways that we do it is, when you say you're going to do something, you do it. You don't make assumptions. You don't take things personally. And at the end of the day, that's the kind of client we work with. Very fortunate to have the kind of clients we do.
Love that.
Yeah.
I love that. So we actually met at the Brian Hughes Business Connections, the Friday lunch group, Fairless Hills / Levittown, in the at the Boot, Puss in Boots, which is fantastic food. I'm packing on a little weight from there. So but The other day, or a couple weeks ago, you had given a presentation where you had given everybody this paper.
Yeah.
That was really, really interesting because, I mean, there's just so much on here. There's SEO, there's Google Ads, there's web design. You do a lot of stuff. How do you, I mean, are you a one-man band or like, what else, who helps you with all this stuff? Because you're doing a lot.
Yeah, so I'm hiring because, thanks be to God, too much work, which is it's a good problem. I had to learn all this myself, and so the people that I'm bringing in, paying them to learn, and at the end of the day, they're also aligned with the values of the company. Right now, at this moment, August 8th, it is just me.
Gotcha. So you're growing.
Yeah.
You need people.
Yeah.
And if somebody's interested in working with you or working for you or whatever, please reach out.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Because
if you have an interest in helping other businesses provide more for themselves and their families, and have interest in the digital world with web design, SEO, Google Ads, things of that nature, we'll teach you. If you already have the skills, even better. But I think that core belief of, hey, let's help a family. If that's you, let's work together.
Awesome. I love that. Great. So
Yeah.
next, I like to move into a segment called the Big Three.
Yeah.
So the Big Three are three questions that I ask everybody that comes onto the show.
Okay.
My first question for you, Eric, is what do you think makes Bucks County a great place to live?
Bucks County is really my favorite place on earth. I've been to Arizona, California, Florida, Maine. Spent a lot of time outside of Bucks, and the reason that I like Bucks the most is the people are honest. That's a lot of so my time in Arizona, a lot of people think of the Northeast as like really almost rude to the point because we're so to the point. But I think something around here is we all decided, we're straight shooters. The people that I work with, I ask them, when I'm giving them my opinion on and my advice on their website or their SEO, like, hey, do you want me to be brutally honest, carefully honest, or tell you what you want to hear? Everybody says be brutally honest. That's just who we are around here, and especially in Bucks County. We're very fortunate to live in a place where honesty is so important.
I love that. That's the first time I've ever gotten that answer, and
Yeah.
I think it is so true.
Yeah.
That just the community is there's not a lot of fluff or fanfare, but like it's like that kind honesty, right?
Yeah.
It's that kind and loving honesty that really makes it feel so warm and welcoming. Love that. What's your favorite restaurant in Bucks County?
Easily Aldo's in Holland.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that's
so
a good one.
Yeah, grew up in Holland. My mom, my sister, and I, we would always get Aldo's most Fridays, and best pizza around. So if you're in the Holland area, or if you're even in Churchville, Newtown, Richboro, check out Aldo's. You probably already know about Aldo's. If it's within 45 minutes, check them out. They're best pizza all around, and yeah, Aldo's Ristorante in Holland.
I haven't been to Aldo's in a long time. My mom used to take my sister and I there when we were kids. And we haven't been there in such a long time. Now I'm going to have to go check it. I'm going to have to go back.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's still as fantastic as it always has been. And my last question for you, Eric, is where can people find out more about you and Red Door Marketing Co.?
Yeah, reddoormarketingco.com has an About Us section. You can learn more about the principles of our company. We have an Our Process section that shows everything that we do. We show pricing on the website. We show the companies that we serve, so contractors, e-commerce, small businesses. I mentioned earlier, politicians. So we did just get to get the process started with one local politician. Very excited about that. And call me. you know, my number. You can call me at 267-574-6444. I'm available. It all starts with a conversation. Just want to find out, you know, what your goals are, what you're looking to accomplish, and then we just, you know, go through the process together. So the website, reddoormarketingco.com, or just personally on my cell phone.
Awesome. Thank you so much for talking about Red Door Marketing Co. today, Eric. And I'm really excited to see the continued growth and the continued success of the marketing company, because it's clear that you're passionate about not so much the marketing, but just how do you help people provide more for their families?
Yeah.
And that's the why. That is the why am I here? Why am I doing what I'm doing? Why do I work the late nights and the early mornings and the sleepless nights because something went sideways, or the overwhelming feelings of gratitude and success and accomplishment because something went well? So I'm really, truly excited to see you on this journey and grow alongside you on this journey. And I'm really excited for you, and I'm thrilled that you were able to come out today.
Well, thank you so much for having me. And you know, it's real. I'm very fortunate to get to know you, especially through the Brian Hughes Business Connections Group, and just as, you know, in all of Bucks County, the best realtor. So Alex Neff, thank you so much for having me. Yeah, thank you for having me.
I appreciate it, man. And as always, I'm your host, Alex Neff. Make sure to reach out if you have any questions about Bucks County living.